Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Boeing's biggest problems and how we can fix them using smart decision-making tools from our class. I'll show you how quality issues and supply chain problems are hurting Boeing's success and profits. Boeing is the world's largest airplane maker with $89.5 billion in revenue last year. After losing money for 6 straight years, they finally made a profit in 2025. That's good news, but they still have serious problems to solve. Why study Boeing? Because it's complicated. Every plane has 367,000 parts coming from over 50 different suppliers around the world. This makes it perfect for testing our decision-making tools. Boeing has 3 big problems. First, quality failures, loose bolts, missing door plugs, broke customer trust. The FAA now limits Boeing to making only 38 planes per month, which is way below what customers want. Second, Boeing outsourced too much work. For the 787 Dreamliner, they outsourced 70% of the work to other companies. This created chaos and quality problems. Third, Boeing made bad decisions with incomplete information. We call this bounded rationality. Then they made it worse by sticking to these bad choices instead of stopping to rethink. They kept doubling down, and it led to disasters. There's more. A 7-week strike by 33,000 workers in 2024 cost Boeing billions. Getting new planes certified is taking forever. The 777-9 and new MAX models won't be ready until 2027 or later. Meanwhile, Airbus is taking Boeing's customers. These aren't random problems. They show that Boeing's decision-making system is broken and needs to be fixed with better data and methods. Let's look at the tools that can fix these problems. First, decision tree analysis helps Boeing decide whether to make parts themselves or buy from suppliers. We can map out different scenarios and figure out which choice makes more financial sense. Second, Monte Carlo simulation helps us understand delays in the supply chain. With thousands of parts from dozens of suppliers, simple forecasts don't work. Monte Carlo runs thousands of simulations to show us what could go wrong and how likely it is. Third, statistical process control catches defects in real time. When we monitor quality during manufacturing, we catch problems early before they reach final assembly, where fixing them costs 10 to 20 times more. The key idea here is evidence-based decision-making. We collect real data instead of just trusting gut feelings or doing things the old way. We also use multi-criteria decision analysis to pick the best suppliers. We score them on quality, on-time delivery, financial health, and innovation. This makes supplier selection clear and fair. Regression analysis shows us the connection between rework time and how fast we build planes. This helps us make production smoother. The good news? Boeing already cut travelers, those work instructions for incomplete planes, by 40% using data analysis. Production is getting better. Our risk matrix puts quality failures in the high-impact, high-probability zone, the most dangerous category that needs immediate action. Expected value analysis shows something interesting. Yes, making parts in-house costs more upfront, but it saves the $4.5 billion Boeing already spent fixing supplier problems. What went wrong? Confirmation bias. Leaders focused on cost-cutting numbers that made outsourcing look good. They ignored safety and quality warnings. This is a perfect example of how bias destroys company value. To handle uncertainty, we use scenario planning. We look at best-case, normal, and worst-case scenarios for production. This helps Boeing make smart money decisions that work no matter what happens. Boeing is also buying Spirit AeroSystems, its biggest supplier. Bringing this work in-house cuts coordination costs and gives Boeing direct quality control again. Finally, we track 20 key numbers every week using predictive analytics. This warns us about problems before they become crises. The 737 MAX crisis taught us a hard lesson about AI and ethics. The MCAS automated system didn't have enough human oversight. This contributed to 2 crashes that killed 346 people. Going forward, Boeing needs moral sensitivity, the ability to spot when a decision has ethical issues. Our textbook asks a simple question: would I feel guilty if this decision was on the front page of the news tomorrow? We need to question our assumptions and avoid logical mistakes. Automated systems should help humans make better decisions, not replace human judgment. Every AI decision in manufacturing and design must be transparent and explainable. Based on all this, here are my 5 recommendations. First, bring critical parts back in-house. Our decision tree shows this cuts costs by 23% when you include better quality and less rework. Second, use real-time statistical process control on all production lines. This automatically flags defects as they happen. Third, cut the number of main suppliers from 50 plus down to about 30 trusted partners. Fewer, stronger relationships mean better oversight. Fourth, collect the best evidence available by studying what other aerospace companies do right, not just looking at Boeing's own data. Fifth, change the culture. Look at Microsoft under Satya Nadella. They went from a know-it-all culture that defended old decisions to a learn-it-all culture that constantly improves. Sixth, get engineering, finance, and operations working together better. When departments don't talk to each other, bad decisions get worse, like what happened with the MAX. Finally, think long-term. Consider what decisions mean for safety and reputation over 5 to 10 years, not just this quarter's profits. Short-term thinking almost destroyed Boeing. The numbers look good. Starting from $89.5 billion in revenue and $2.24 billion in profit in 2025, we expect 8% to 12% growth every year through 2028 as Boeing builds more planes. Just fixing the supply chain saves $1.2 billion per year. That's a big boost to profit margins. Better quality cuts warranty and fix-it costs by 35%. That helps profits and makes customers happier at the same time. Cash flow should hit over $5 billion per year by 2027. This lets Boeing pay down debt and invest in the future. Here's the key point. Boeing has a record $682 billion in orders waiting. Demand isn't the problem. Delivering those orders on time with good quality is. To wrap up, smart decision-making tools fix the incomplete information and biases that caused Boeing's crisis. Using evidence, combining Boeing's experience with outside data and input from others, works way better than gut feelings. The ethical approach I've outlined, spotting ethical issues, using good judgment, and taking action, will rebuild trust with regulators, customers, and passengers. Boeing's path is clear. Stop defending bad old strategies and start learning and improving constantly. Great engineering needs to work together with great decision-making. This turnaround can happen, will make money, and is necessary for Boeing to survive as a world leader. Thank you. I'm ready for your questions.